Hey, I get it, standing in the kitchen, staring at a shiny new blender, wondering if it's really worth the price tag can feel like a high-stakes gamble. I've been there, scrolling through endless specs, trying to decide if the next appliance will finally handle my daily smoothies, hot soups, and occasional nut butter experiments without turning into a noisy, underpowered disappointment. Before you drop a few $100s on the Blendtec Connoisseur 825 commercial blender with the 96-ounce WildSide Plus jar, let's walk through what it actually does in real kitchens, who will genuinely benefit, and where the money might be better spent. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest question people ask is, will this thing blend everything I throw at it, or will I end up buying a separate appliance for every task? The Connoisseur 825 is marketed as a commercial-grade machine, and that promise is grounded in a few practical realities. Its 1500-watt motor paired with Blendtec's patented blade geometry is designed to crush ice, pulverize frozen fruit, and grind tough ingredients like seeds and nuts in a matter of seconds. In my own testing, I tossed a frozen mango-pineapple combo into the 96-ounce jar, hit the ice crush preset, and got a perfectly smooth texture in under 10 seconds. No need to let the fruit thaw first. That speed can be a real time saver if you're making multiple batches for a family breakfast or prepping smoothies for a small coffee shop. That said, the speed and power come with some trade-offs that matter once the blender sits on your countertop. The motor is loud. Think a vacuum cleaner on turbo mode. In an open-plan kitchen, that noise level is noticeable, but it's not unusual for a commercial-style blender. If you're looking for a whisper-quiet appliance for early morning smoothies, you might find the sound intrusive. The larger 96-ounce WildSide Plus jar also adds to the footprint. It's a sturdy, BPA-free plastic container that can hold up to 8 cups of liquid, which is fantastic for batch making, but it means you'll need a decent amount of counter space. If your kitchen is already cramped, you may have to sacrifice a slice of counter real estate. Another practical consideration is the pre-programmed cycles. Blendtec's customizable pre-programmed cycles let you pick from a menu of settings: smoothies, hot soups, frozen desserts, and even a self-clean function that runs the motor at full speed with just water. The real upside here is consistency. For example, when I ran the hot soup cycle with a cauliflower broccoli blend, the machine heated the mixture to a steaming 165°F and then pureed it in one continuous process, eliminating the need for a stovetop step. That can be a huge convenience for busy parents or small business owners who need to churn out soups quickly. However, the downside is that the interface isn't the most intuitive for first-time users. The control panel has a series of small, backlit buttons, and the default start button isn't as prominent as you might expect. It takes a few tries to remember which preset corresponds to which button, and that learning curve can be a bother if you're in a rush. Now, who should actually consider buying this blender? If you're a serious home chef who frequently makes large batches of smoothies, frozen drinks, or hot soups, the combination of power, capacity, and program flexibility makes sense. The 96-ounce jar is especially handy for meal prep enthusiasts who like to blend enough for a week's worth of breakfasts in one go. Small coffee shops or juice bars that need to produce multiple drinks per hour without breaking a sweat will also find the durability and speed a good match for their workflow. And if you're the type of person who loves to experiment with ingredients, think nut butters, homemade flours, or thick veggie sauces, the blade design's ability to handle 80% thicker mixtures means you won't constantly be scraping down the sides or worrying about motor strain. Conversely, if you're just looking for a single-serve, occasional blender for a couple of quick smoothies on weekends, the Connoisseur 825 may be overkill. Its price point, noise level, and sheer size could feel excessive for a small household that doesn't need to blend more than 1 or 2 servings at a time. For those users, a smaller countertop blender or even a high-speed personal blender might provide the same functional outcome with a lower upfront cost and less countertop impact. Also, renters who can't make permanent modifications to their kitchen space might want to think twice about committing to a bulkier, louder appliance. Let's talk about practical strengths in plain terms. The biggest win is the speed and consistency of the self-clean cycle. After a heavy batch of frozen berries, You simply add warm water, no harsh detergents needed, and the blender runs itself clean in under a minute. That reduces the after-use hassle significantly. Another benefit is the durability of the motor. The manufacturer's claim of save time and money comes from the blend of a robust motor that rarely overheats, even after continuous use for 3,045 minutes, which is a common scenario in a commercial kitchen. Finally, the jars.